Well, welcome back, everybody, to Swords and Magic and Stuff with Meriador Mistax. I am thinking that we have seen the end of Frostfall, so we're just going to go into our Jafer journal. I know I'm a little bit sad and a little bit not sad because the year is continuing. So we're going to delete Hero of Frostfall. We'll abandon that quest. We will abandon Festive Feast, and we will abandon Snowball Maker. They also said there was an announcement on that was the last season, like seasonal event, the Frostfall event. So I'm wondering if that heralds the introduction of seasons into the game itself. Oh, that will be interesting to see. Okay. We are, what am I doing? I know, don't ask me what I'm doing. Why don't we just start from the top? Have a look down. So we need to do maple, which means I need to be able to process maple and collect maple and do maple things with my woodworking. Maple. More maple. Essence of Ember. We're going to have a look at our alchemy and try and get that up to snuff. Snow globe retrieval. Now they did say something about having fixed that quest, so that you did not get endlessly spawning fanatics. So we could check in on that. Oliver's apples. I thought I had apples somewhere. That's where you get your apple pie recipe. Oh, okay. Farmhand. We need to go find our corn. Weapons from maple. Yeah, we're going to have to do more maple. And we also need our maple bow recipe. I'm not sure I've got that. Alchemical reagents. Alright, so why don't we spend a couple of episodes having a bit of a focus on not maple. Well, kind of maple. Let's just go into J. Go into ranged weapons. Can I focus quest to track the quest? There we go. Alrighty, so we've got that now. Let's open that up and head on downstairs. You know what? It's not Frostfall anymore. I need a mirror. I'm pretty sure. Where am I? You mean there's no mirror in that room? There's no mirror in that room. I know. We're going to find a room with a mirror in it if I can. Have they changed the in rooms? I always thought this room at the end here was the big room with the mirror in it. That's why we're in it. But there's a mirror. I'm just blind. Don't mind me. Let's interact with that and fix up our thing. We can probably get rid of our Frostfall loadout, actually. So let's have a look at our loadouts and see what we've got. Alright, what's this? This is our magic loadout. Well, if it's our magic loadout, let's have some blue robes. I kind of like the goggles, so we're going to stick with those. We'll have our blue apprentice robes today. We'll pop those on. Our next loadout. See, I'm getting the hang of this now. I actually really like it. What about explorers, farmhand, fancy lad, wanderer? I kind of like that. Hero, no, apprentice, peasant. Alright, why don't we work our way down? It's not wanderer, it's wader. I still like it. I like that too. The adventurer's outfit. Alright, why don't we be an adventurer? So we're going to apply. Is that with our hat? I kind of like the hat. We're going to leave the hat. Alrighty, and then this is our gathering outfit. Our hunter melee outfit. You know what? I'm thinking we might leave that one as it stands. And our Frostfall. Okay, we're going to get rid of that one. So let's close all of that. I know. Let's go into Jafer journal. No. Hang on. I'll remember how it works. Tab. And we go to our Frostfall, and we are going to delete current loadout. It's that easy. How awesome is that? Okay. Okay, before we go anywhere, we are going to hang on to our Frostfall mug. And our candy cane. We've got this, we've got marshmallows. Do I have any bandages? Is that a consumable? Other stuff? You know, I don't think we have bandages. We're going to go pop our baubles and our Frostfall tickets in the bank. That's what we're going to do. Yep, all of them go in the bank. Furniture. One day they're going to shock me and they're going to have a farming tab in here. Oh my god. Okay. Before we do anything then, let's go tab and we'll go. I'm pretty sure we've collected this style. I think we've got ourselves a small fortune in hats on us. Oh, the green winter hat. We didn't have that. Let's confirm it. Nice. Okay. What's that? A leather cap, yeah. I didn't know I didn't have that one. Nice. Alright. Let's go into our journal and look at our collections. Huh. I know, they fixed it. It looks like cat ears or something. I think we found all the beans. How cool is that? We didn't get our antlers. That's what we're going to have to work on that next Frostfall. What's this? I wonder if I'm going to have to start a new... Oh, I know what that is. Oh, so much more to find. Alright. I wonder... No, I'm not getting wet inside the inn. I wonder if they fix that in our houses now. We get wet in our houses now. Still. Hope not. Alrighty. You know, I really hadn't finished looking through my inventory. So wardrobe, we had all of these. Crafting. Okay. Consumables. Right, so I do need to make bandages. Weapons. We're going to have to put some weapons in the bank. Definitely. Because I want to put them on weapons racks if we don't already have them. And then we're going to sell the rest. We need to go visit our bank then. Alright, we got this. Oh my gosh, is it nighttime or is it just... It's very spooky. Rodney, I'd like to access my bank, please. Alright, let's put all like items across. It can't hold any... What? Okay, because clearly I've got... Yeah, I see. So we are going to have to maybe process a few things as well. There's my maple logs. Alright, so if we're going to do crafting, we're going to have to be prepared to waddle like a duck. Okay, so let's pull all of our crafting stuff out. I'll leave the cooking stuff in. Just going to do craft. Yeah. Is that coconuts? Oh, if I look, prismatic stone. Okay, let's grab out our prismatic stone. Oh my gosh. As well, we're gonna grab out our bones. We're gonna work out how to make bone dust. We're gonna craft that into something. We'll leave our pumpkin guts and our cursed bones in. And the crimson ashes. I'm not ready to craft with stardust and meteorites, so we'll leave those in. Ember shards. So that's probably involved in making ember somethings. Why are my silk bandages in the bank? I could have really done with them. Stop your whining. Scarrows. Arrows. So we've left our arrows in the bank now. This is a fine oak fishing rod, a standard. Okay, the standard oak fishing rod is going to be sold. Because we're going to turn that fine oak fishing rod into something awesome. I can't add that to my backpack. Let's probably have to go on my thing. A small satchel. These are my whistles for companion animals. We have bows. Plots, armoires. Okay, so these are our furniture for furnishing our house. Look at all these plushies. We're gonna have to deal with that. Oh, and I have some wall art as well. Alright. So what I wanted to do is let's just go back. Why don't we just grab our weapons? Right, and then we'll grab our weapons over here. And then anything that's not in here, but is here, will move. Alright, so I have myself a stick. I don't have a stick. Right. Well, I don't have a festive stick, a stick. I don't have a snowman's arm or a festive warhammer. Okay. Thunder and lightning. The iron combat axe. And Targ's axe. What's in my loadouts? Let me just check and make sure I know what's in here so I don't mess it up. So I need to keep the iron combat axe. 11 to 15. Targ's axe 4 to 6. Okay, so Targ's axe needs to go. And the iron. Where's the iron combat? Oh, it's in here. Radio. So I keep forgetting with my loadout how that works. So what do I have in my magic loadout again? Okay. Right. So we can sell all of this except for the axe. Wait, why do I have that very special dagger? Because I have a special dagger in here as well. Alright. Okay, weapons are done. Consumables. Make sure I have no consumables in the bank except for the obvious ones. Can I eat that? Let's take those out to eat. Okay. Crafting. They can come out. Wardrobe. There better not be any wardrobe in here. We've already got one in our wardrobe, so I don't need to keep it, if that makes any sense. Furniture. And okay, there should be a ton of furniture in here. All of which we desperately want to keep. These are stone paths. Yeah. So I don't need to make any more stone paths to keep. Alright, let's go with quest items. Quest items. Okay, so this was where we were going to put all of those away. Radio. I had forgotten other stuff and other stuff. History of the Frostfall Festival. I have 2 copies of The Misadventures of Alta. I've got to keep an eye out for that bookseller person so I can get them signed. Yes! I'm sorry, that is very exciting. Alright, I have bait. I'm going to keep the bait out. That will be a good idea. I have artifacts. I haven't gone into the woods to rescue that nice lady yet, so we'll leave the artifacts in the bank for the moment. These are Xavier's apples, and I can't do anything with them. Sigh. I know, I am disappointed. I can't even give them back to Xavier. Okay. Right. Now, as you can see, we are heavily encumbered. And that's because we're going to go and have ourselves a little crafting spree. I wonder where I get the recipe for maple bow. I might have to look up where that comes from. Oh, my goodness. Alright. I'm checking something. Iron arrows and deep iron arrows. If I inspect that, I already know that recipe for deep iron. If I inspect that, I already know that recipe. Now, if I was being serious about hunting skellies, that's where I would be right now. I know. That seller's like, that lady just smashed those things. Yes, I did. Alright, you know what, we don't have to move with glacial slowness. We can use our turtle to carry us. There is no community chest at the crafting stations. I know, why? It's okay, we'll work it out. No, I want to pick that up. Now, we're going to start over here, and we're just going to use... What do you mean I can put these in the thing? Ooh. Oh, very nice. Let's, well, okay, let's do that. Alright, I'm only level 16 blacksmithing. What can I make? You know what, we did forget to do one important thing. I know, come on girl. Where's that turtle? Back down the hill. We're going to sell stuff to the sellers. The interesting thing is these guys do not go to bed at the moment, which is nice. Have you heard the tales? Yes, I have. Of course you have, but maybe you'd be interested. No, not really. Ah, what a shame. I wanted to sell you... Oh, hello. Kent. Shopping all day, shopping all night, spending all this money, it just feels right. Woo! That's great. Duffy. I'd like to sell. Okay, now I can sell my maple fishing rod. No, I can't. I know, it's my only fishing rod. Oh, I can sell my standard oak fishing rod. There we go. Alright, and then we were gonna look at... No, we're not selling cocoa seeds. We're gonna learn how to grow those. But we are absolutely going to sell all of these... What? I can't sell anymore. I'd like to sell. There, see? Hats. It's worth selling hats. They're much better than fishing. Crafting. Oh, actually, everything. There we go. Alright, wardrobe. Crafting. I may go nuts and sell a bunch of stuff later, but not right now. Consumables. Nope, they're good. Weapons. Alright, now. I was keeping that because it's one of my good daggers. But I was selling all the rest of these. Those are worth quite a bit, aren't they? Rightio. I've got one in the bank, so that's okay. We'll equip it up. Alright. Well, now I have 5,000 gold. Woo, go me. Right, okay. And I'm a lot less encumbered than I was. Awesome, but we're still going to ride up the hill. I should have put some wood on while I was here. Alright. I don't think there's an achievement for making one of everything. I really wish there was. That'd be kind of fun. Where do I find my fun, you ask? Shh. Don't ask that question. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is have a look at our recipes. So we can make nails, iron plates and bolts if we want to. But we can't make anything else. Why not? Because I'm not carrying enough oak planks or hide on me. I think I've got those in my crafting box back at the house. Alright, this is where we put our timber. Just let that do its thing. And this is our carpentry bench. What do we have that's craftable? Stone paths, rock paths. If we have a look at them, we can see they're only worth 1 gold and they take 3 of our stones. Whereas if we want to sell our stones straight up, they're worth 1 gold a piece anyway, so it's not worth bothering to craft to make money, which is a real shame actually. See, that's worth 5 gold, but it takes 6 logs, and your 6 logs are worth 1 each, so again, not worth crafting. I wish it was worth crafting to make money, because you could then you would have a reason to actually craft. Alright. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and sell all my rocks, because they're annoying me and they're in my backpack. I think even our slingstones aren't worth crafting, and you would think that you would get a little bit of profit off doing that if you could be bothered. But anyway, so let's vellum. I've got some rocks. You like rocks? These ones are exciting rocks. You can have all of my rocks. Alright, that's brought me up to 6,000. That is a lot of rocks. Right, now iron ore is worth 1 apiece. You'd think that iron ore would be worth more. But it's not. Okay. I know. One of my favourite things to do in one game is to actually craft to make money when I can be bothered. I'm not sure what I'm even going to make the things. We're going to have to find out. I just smelted like 100 of them, so whoops. So I'm just going to hurry this process up a bit. Looks like I've got some bars and things, or maybe that's just from what I did with these. We've also got to check out our garden too, because I think we have some more produce. Yeah, we're not going to have hundreds of... I probably am going to regret it when I go to do my alchemy though. So, in answer to my question, well, firstly, how much are they worth? They're worth 2 each, as opposed to 27. Well, that's ouch. But I'm pretty sure that there's something I can do with them. Okay, for crafting specific stones, where do I do that? Here? It doesn't tell me. No, it's a tricksy thing. That's okay. Alright, that's going to drive me crackers just watching it, so let's go over this way. We'll deal with our gardening, maybe plant our cocoa. Yeah, that'd be good. Alright, we had to get some corn done as well. What did I just do? Oh, look at all this cotton. Right, we're going to pull all of the cotton out. We will do something with that. Yeah. Wow, we've got to do something with all this wheat as well. Let's pull out those seeds. I have some apples. I have some corn. There's another quest updated. We might go chasing those. I'm going to pull these weapons out. I'm going to leave the keys in. Pull the crafting bits out. Pull that out because it's annoying me. I know. Pull that out as well. Alright, I'm going to go back into our consumables and we're going to throw all of our consumables in the box, and then we're going to sort it. There we go. We'll come back with some seeds, no doubt, but at least our box is looking a lot tidier. Okay, yeah. Alrighty, what else we got over here? I am looking forward to seeing what this game is going to look like in 1.0. Oh, my farming skill level has increased. Well, thank goodness. See, is there anything we can do with these? No, we can't really compost in our composting heaps. That'd be really exciting to be able to do too. Just put in some kind of organic material and yeah. Anyway, I'm sure they'll get to it. Maybe have a huge farming upgrade or something. I don't know. They already did that once. We are going into tab and we're going to go into furniture because now I have a lot of furniture. The first thing I want to do is I want to put these cocoa bean seeds in. We'll also hit left control so that we can plant them so neatly. I really like that feature. That was cocoa. I'm going to try and put all the trees in one plot, so we'll go with, well, you know what, that's one. Let's put that thing in. Let's put our carrots in. I know, now we're going to mix our root vegetables up with everything else. Let's put our potatoes in. It's going to rain on my head. Please determined to do so. Let's start up here. And I'm putting in the ones with the least first because that way my backpack lightens faster. So if we're going to do a tree patch, actually I don't have enough for all trees in one patch, so we're just going to put them in the little one again. I know, what's that about? Pear tree. Oops. And pumpkin. And that's 4, so. And then we have 7 of these. So what we're doing is we're freeing up spaces in our box. Oh, I love it. It's such rainy weather. Rainy spring weather. How's that? I know, I'm looking forward to an update soon. Or not soon, but you know, sometime. They said there was one coming, but that it was going to be later this year and big. I'm really looking forward to that. And also Trail and Error, the new crazy co-op game, where you try and get a wagon along the trail. That has actually, it's now available for wishlisting, so have a look at it. If it's your thing, please wishlist it. So that'll be interesting. You can play it solo or you can play it with, I think it's 3 to 4 other people, so yes. Alright. Just go over to here. I'm going to pop these back with that. We didn't do too badly. Okay, and then we're going to go into consumables. And drop those back. And those. We're going to go into crafting and just see if there's anything in here that needs to be dropped back. No, there's a lot in here that needs to be processed. So we'll go and process it. Yeah, definitely. Time to go process. That's a bucket of snow. I'm going to throw that in there. That's rocks. I'm going to keep the rocks because I have a feeling that that I need them now that I've actually sold them all. We will have many gathering days ahead of us, so I am pretty sure that that's going to be a thing. Alright, well while that's doing its thing, and we're still waiting for our other things to happen, let's go here. We are going to go what? Craft. Right. Let us max out our lotus thread. Boom, because we definitely need some of that. Yarn is required for, what's that? Coarse thread. Fine thread requires wool. Alright, well let's max out that. I know, this is why tailoring levels up so much quicker than anything else. We're already at level 35, so I feel a little bit like weeping because sigh, we've maxed it out already. But that's okay, you know what, we're going to do it in future. I was hoping there would be another update that would give us the ability to do stuff, and I think that was why I was hanging onto things. But that's okay. I think we would have leveled to level 40 by now. But I do need to reduce the loading that I have in my boxes and banks, so that's what this is about. Also, I think our coarse thread is worth. So each cotton ball, that's 222 for 74 of them. Right? And 900 for 100. Alright, that's that done. So coarse thread is worth 9. Cotton fabric is worth 20. So this is where you can start to make a little bit of your money back, maybe. Just want to have a look, because I think some things require... You know what? I'm just going to go for... So these are worth 20, coarse thread is worth 9, you need 2 coarse threads, so that's worth 18. So you make a teeny tiny bit of profit, which actually is worth it. And we need some yarn. So I'm going to make maybe, let's make 640. So let's make 3 batches of yarn, and then we'll make the rest into cotton fabric. What's linen fabric made of? Ooh, okay, let's max out whatever this is, linen fabric first, so that we don't forget about it. Alright, and then silk fabric, I thought I saw. Oh, okay, then maybe that needed my fine thread. Never mind. Yarn. Okay, let's do 2 lots of yarn. Maybe 1 lot of yarn. And we'll turn the yarn into knitted fabric. And now I can make wool at some point. Actually, let's just max out our cotton fabric before I can regret it. Okay, so now my load is getting lighter as I go. I wish I knew how it was in my, if this would tell me if it was in my collections already, that would be good. I guess, so it's worth 16, it uses 1 cotton fabric. Cotton fabric is worth, see, how come cotton fabric is worth 20, and yet when I make clothing it's worth less? I'm just better off selling my cotton fabric. I think I might just do that instead. We'll sell our cotton fabric. What's that? Bedroll. 1 and 2. So that's worth 16. Cotton fabric is worth 9. So 9 and 16 is 25. Okay, so that would be worth making if I had leather. Do I have the leather? No, I have 0 leather. Armor. 26 uses 1 wool fabric. Oh, whoops, I missed that, didn't I? Never mind. Bait bag. If I had a third row for my bait, so bait, spells, and ammunition, not a problem. I would love to make some more of these. 45, it uses more than 45 in resources if I read that quickly and correctly. Tailoring station 75. Yeah, so not really worth making. This is why we do our yarn, our knitted fabric, because we can make rugs once we have some fine thread. And actually that would have been a good thing to save for spider thread. Oh, we have to go to the spider caves. Silk bandage. Requires silk fabric, which requires lotus thread and fine thread. Right, tailor's mannequin. Yeah. Wow, we've unlocked a lot of recipes from the next area as well. Okay. Let's just go back to what can be crafted. We've figured out that pretty much it has to be 18 for us to break even, and it has to be, yeah, so it has to be worth a lot more than that for me to make it. Crude bandages, however, we so need to max out a few of those because I've run out again. Okay, let's go and sell our fabric. Well, because we don't need to upgrade that anymore. Let's just go into here, make sure there's nothing left. We're actually looking for, so it needs 3 iron ingots. 100 iron ingots is worth 100 gold. Sorry, 100 iron ore is worth 100 gold. Let's just let that run, and then we're going to go into here. Sorry, here. And check our cost of iron ingots. They're worth 14. Sorry, 14 of them are worth 42. So they're worth 3 gold a piece, but they take 3 iron a piece. So they're really not worth smelting down to get what you need. Mookie feathers worth 24. One worth 1 a piece. That's worth 2 a piece because you're looking at the totals, not the individuals. Radio. Right. Well, I guess while they run, let's go and sell our fabric. So down the road. There we go. I know I've put all of my mount points into encumbrance. Wow, we've been at this for a whole day so far. Let's keep going. I'd like to sell, thank you. It's going to take me a while to get. So 100 is worth, that's 20. Yeah. $12,000. I know, I am kind of weeping inside. 13,000, but I really want to be able to buy patterns and things. I will sell that too. I know, what are you doing? Fire sale! The only thing I'm not going to do that with is these, because we desperately need them. Alright. I want to turn that into something more valuable. Radio. Beautiful. Now, do these recipes ever change? Iron arrows. Indeed, no. So we own those. Excellent. So one of the reasons I did that, apart from the fact there are housing blocks to buy, there are spell books to buy. Okay, and they're expensive. Now, the only thing is I don't know if it tells me if I already own it. So let me have a quick look in my inventory. Okay, that's Burst Heal. Okay, so I don't own that one. So these are worth 3,000. This is how to go through your money in a really fast fashion. 4 and Conjure Feast. That's worth 6,000. Ow. Alright, but that's all of the recipes he has for the day. We can't just learn them and have the books disappear, which would be really nice, but isn't the way this game works. Okay, let's find out what we don't own here. Now, before we go nuts on that, this is what I'm here for. Sparkly blue dress outfit. 8 freaking thousand. I know, right? And this is why we never have enough. Okay, I'm going to be able to buy 1 sparkly blue dress outfit recipe. And then we're going to not be able to buy anything else. Oh my, 1,400. What's that? See, that's pretty. Okay, now we need to go and grow a lot more cotton. But before we do, let's go into our backpack. Into other stuff. We're going to learn our sparkly blue dress outfit. Yes. I can't, no, I would have to equip it. See, this is why I want a magic book bag. So you could literally have under your loadouts. And they just appear, you don't have to assign them, they just appear. So if you've got a book, here, under here, you would have your magic book loadout. All of the books that you buy here can be stored, and that could be bigger or smaller as you wanted, so that the bags that you make for it actually have value. Underneath your weapon, you could have your arrows and things. And again, you have maybe 3 slots or 4 slots inside them when you do the drop down, and that's where you store your arrows and your throwing rocks and whatever else. Okay, and then over here you have your bait bag, and that's where you can put your bait, and that would take some of the weight off your already hard to handle inventory. And like, I get excited when I see it until I realize it's going to take the place of my backpack, which makes no sense at all. And then it's like, well, it's a very pretty bag, but I can't use it. And that's the same with the arrows and the quiver. So it would be nice to have like a quiver, or a magic book bag and a bait bag under here. Just because I could have more inventory, but it would give a purpose for crafting those separate items as separate items. Anyway, enough whining, let's get to it. It's just, it is one of those things that is actually driving me a little bit crazy. And I don't need any help in the crazy department. Thank you very much. Ooh, I'll have that though. Okay. So we have a lovely lot of books, which I'm going to go and stuff in a, probably in a chest. We've done our tailoring. I am pretty sure I cannot craft a maple bow. Let me just look for it. We'll untick it though, because otherwise we're going to have trouble. See, star fishing rod and slingshot. Where do I find a maple bow? I know, what's that about? Let's go maple bow, swords and magic. Oh man, it keeps offering me AI garbage. Okay. All right, I needed to ask it for maple bow recipe. Maybe. Let's put in recipe. Because it says under maple bow on the wiki that you can craft it. I guess no one's asked that question before. Let's go. All right, so let's go crafting recipe, swords and magic. And we'll go to the wiki. And okay, so the wiki is swords and magic and stuff all in one block. .fandom.com/wiki/crafting. It says it's a work in progress. So we're going to go down to carpentry. Okay. And it hasn't been filled out. Right. I can't sign into fandom. I don't have an account with them. Okay. Well, there's a little challenge for us. I suspect we're going to have to go and beat up a ton of monsters. Why don't we do that and see if we can cap out our skills. But before we go and beat up any monsters, whoops, I need to pick up my planks. Go into crafting. I know one of the purposes of this episode was to grab our stuff and do that. Let me just go over here. We'll collect our iron bars. So tempted to sell them, but I won't. Right, I have another 100. So we're just going to grab this and we're going to throw that 100 in there and let it run. Okay. My poor little crops need watering. Alright, so we're going to change our loadout to gathering. Oh wow, my poor little crops need cropping. Well, let's grab those then. We're going to make so much stuff with potatoes. These were our mixed seeds, so there was no real way of knowing what we had in here. With a nice high gardening level, of course, we're getting quite a few seeds back as well. I know, I've got to plant more cotton. What? You don't know what influenced that decision? I'm sure you do. We also have to go and turn our wheat into flour. Let's go tab. Oh, man, I'm not going to get everything done. Moonberry seeds. Let's drop those things in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant everything first and then we'll come back and water. Beautiful. Potatoes. I think we will find that we will need to dig into our seed stores in a minute. Oh, how did I miss that? Don't answer that. Too much waffle, not enough focus. I know, I know. Alright, into tab, where we're doing potatoes. There's a little potato spot up here. And there's a little moonberry spot right next to it. And then we have, tell me, is that wheat? It's more wheat, isn't it? Well, I need to plant a truckload more cotton. So we'll go dig our cotton seeds out in a minute if we have any spaces left. We don't. We actually have an excess of seeds. Oh no. Alright, put everything across that we can. I'm going to take this. We're going to go find a cooking fire and deal with it. Alright. Oh, I know we got this. Oh. Is my watering can in here? No. Did I leave it in here? My other stuff handle box. Thank goodness for that. Alright, let's go. Oh, I know, those things that I can't see. Those are my cocoa seeds. Ooh, so good. Okay. Can I fill it in here? Is that like... No. He's still missing his thing. His map, his town map, his touristy map. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go and do something. What was it? I don't know. What's in my pack? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're gonna go and find a cooking fire. I think this lady might lend us hers if we ask nicely. Wait, wrong house. Sorry. I know. I need to make more money to buy more clothes. I am really pleased with the spells. If we go in now, though, I think the day has changed, so there's going to be like a whole bunch of new spells. Yeah. Actually, we have that one. I know I can't afford it. I just wanted to see if I had it. Brr. Rude little monster. I wonder if there'll be a thieves expansion where you can actually risk stealing stuff. Here's what cooking fire. We've got this. Alright, let's go by craftable. Flour. Now, for the curious, let's go to crafting, because I've got a ton down here. Okay, they're worth 1 apiece, whereas a bag of flour takes 2 of them and it's worth 3 apiece. So definitely worth you doing your wheat to flour. Unless of course you want to make hay bales and piles of hay. So a pile of hay is worth 3 and it takes 3. So it's worth the same, and your hay bale is worth 6 and takes 6. So that's worth the same. So the only one you make profit off is your wheat flour. I'm not sure if that escalates in value. Oh, my cooking skill is up. Do we get to, like, have new recipes? Oh, that would be so cool. I know, I thought I'd maxed it out. Well, we're going to have to deal with that then, aren't we? I'm pretty sure I've got a ton of ingredients just lying around waiting to be used. Alright, that sounds like a next episode job. Dun, dun, dun. Superman. We also need to do our alchemy. And I really want a way of growing lotuses. They could take a really long time to grow, but you know, somewhere where I could plant maybe 100 of them. And then I'd have to wait. New recipes. We'll do that in a minute, because what we'll do is we'll sort them by level. Okay, so we're going to take out the filter by craftable. And we're going to go filter by level. Right, so we should have the easiest recipes at the top and the hardest recipes at the bottom, so we can see the new recipes. So dud spud juice, potatoes and skips, dizzy juice, skips, cherry roast. Well, cherries, rosemary and meat. Meat I can get, cherries and rosemary. Rosemary I think is a crop from the next area. And don't ask me about cherries because I don't know. Peach tea, recovery, focus and magic recovery. Cherry roast gives me vitality, resilience and recovery. Peached iced tea. Ooh. Astronomer's tea, magic recovery and willpower. It used to have luck in it, but now they changed how luck works, so that's different. Pumpkin latte. Health, haste and carry plus 10 carry capacity. It's kind of like having a temporary backpack expansion. I like it a lot. I know. All right. Well, we're not selling any of that. Let's just put it that way. Thank you. I know, after last week, look at my... I can glide again. Let's go and take our stuff. Oh my goodness. Alright, looks like our things have done. Toss the iron ore in. I need 3. Is that all the iron ore I've got left? There's 5. Not quite enough for 6. Let's just get that to do its thing. Just go over here and collect those. So iron ingots are worth 3 apiece. They take 3 ore. Yep. So we've already worked out that they're not really a profit-making exercise. All right, we're going to throw our gold in and let that do its thing. We're going to let that continue. We're going to pick up that water because water is a commodity we need. I'm going to throw some more stuff over here. As soon as I go and unload a few of my crafty bits into my house chests. Oh, look like a little path down to the almost down to the mailbox. Almost. Alrighty, let's have a look in here. Oh wow, okay. So there's more thread that we could be playing with. Let's just put like items across. I need to be able to make bigger chests, I think. Alright, nothing there. Let's have a look in this one. Oh wow, okay. I'm going to take my jar of water out. And then we're going to sort it so everything is kind of neat and sits together. Do I have ember shards in my... Alright, so I think we're going to have to maybe make that a thing. We're going to put our ember shards in. Alright. Yeah, okay. And this is my fish goop, isn't it? Yeah, I see you. I see you. Radio. Over here. Sigh. Where's my fish goop? I left it in the other box. Right, hang on a minute. Grab out the fish goop. Put the like items across. Put it up like this. There we go. Over here. Like items. Okay, because I don't have enough space for thread. We really are going to need some more space, aren't we? I know. What I was hoping to avoid was what I did with Altar and having these massive piles of chests up against the wall. Oh no. But I desperately need somewhere to put stuff. So it looks like it might be back to the bank to store our stuff. Hello, chest. What are you doing over here? Nothing, you say. I see. I've got to remember how to use those shards. There's a way to do it. Okay. Let's collect crops. I mean, this is the quickest way to clear your pack of seeds, isn't it? You collect them and then plant them. But when you get to a high enough level, it's not so quick anymore. Yes, more cotton. Alright, we are going to put a few things back in the box though, because we need to... I suspect we need to go hunting for a maple bow recipe. And I haven't worked out where they drop from yet. So if any of you know where that drops from, I'm happy to be told. And I will go and look for it. Otherwise, I'm just going to go looking for it in the hopes I can figure it out. I suspect it might be in a chest. Maybe. Which means we need to go treasure hunting. And treasure hunting is inherently dangerous. So we're going to have to be looking for critters. Radio, let's go back over here. I know I'm trying to be orderly about this. So all our like stuff goes across. I'm going to throw these in as well today. And that. Because we're going to start storing those now that we've made them a lot less. We're going to sort them, so hopefully I have the like items together. We're going to plant cotton as our next favourite crop because we need the cash. Alright. I know, it's kind of relaxing just doing all the things. Where are my seeds? Yes, that would be in furniture. Oh, I had seeds that didn't go across. Oh no. We're going to be wanting to plant a lot of forest crops once we get over into the forest. Like the vine silk crops. I know all these plants screaming for water. I want to water them, but I know that is much easier if I plant first. Well, it's much more efficient if I plant first. Oh, I wonder what I need for that blue sparkly silk dress. We're going to have to try them. I wonder if there'll be a ball. Is there a ball in this game? An annual ball? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, but we do need an occasion to dress up for. I just put those away and forgot to do this other garden. Okay, let's go. I know it does take time, but when you're just chillaxing and you've got a plan in mind, this is actually one of the most soothing games to play. I know I squawk a lot when I'm doing combat, but for actually just chilling and doing your own thing, and farming and improving your space and making it all look pretty, this has got to be one of the best games for that. I'm not sure I'm showing that side of it really well. There we go. It is a little stressful when it comes to storing stuff, but beyond that, it's quite lovely. Let's go get our timber. And then I think we might call it a day for today. And maybe next episode we'll do some alchemy and get some of our alchemical ingredients out of our backpack. Hey! Wow, we have a lot more carpentry to do. Alright guys, on that note, I'm going to bid you adieu. You take care out there and I will check you later. Have a great week. I'll see you around.